AAA responded to 7 million roadside emergencies in last years, all caused by battery problems, precisely due to the key fob issues. Last week, a customer was about to call for a tow because the key fob was not responding, but he called me, and it just me a few seconds to fix. So, after years of working on Toyotas, I'm very clear about one thing that most owners have no idea what their key fob can really do. Now, in this video, I'm showing 9 hidden Toyota key fob tricks and built-in features that you never knew existed. Stick around. The final trick costs nothing, takes 5 seconds, and can save you from towing a dead car. Trick number 1. Secret cabin. Venting trick that dumps heat fast. Park a Toyota in the sun for 10 minutes, and the cabin temperature can jump about 20 degrees. That is enough to turn the steering wheel hot, bake the dashboard, and make the first blast of air from the vents feel useless. In the shop, this shows up every summer. Owners complain the cabin feels like an oven, the screen feels cooked, and the AC takes forever to catch up. What most of them never realize is that many Toyota models have a built-in trick called remote window operation. On supported models, holding the unlock button on the key fob can lower the windows before you even open the door. Toyota documents this feature in owner materials, but most drivers never use it. That matters more than people think. NHTSA says a vehicle can heat up by 20 degrees in as little as 10 minutes, and even cracking windows does little once the heat is trapped. But dropping the windows before you get in helps dump that first wave of trapped air fast. It makes the cabin easier to enter, reduces the strain on the AC at startup, and saves you from grabbing a wheel that feels like a frying pan. Just remember, this feature depends on Toyota model and setup. Trick number 2. Backup start trick that saves a dead fob. A lot of Toyota owners think a dead key fob means the whole vehicle is dead, but that is how unnecessary tow bills happen. Last week, a customer was about to pay for a tow because the Toyota would not respond normally. The car was fine. The real problem was a weak key fob battery. The fix took seconds. On many push-button start Toyotas, there is a built-in backup start method for exactly this situation. Toyota owners' manuals explain that even if the electronic key battery is depleted, the engine can still be started by holding the key fob against the engine switch and then pressing the switch. On some Toyota manuals, the starter may crank for up to 30 seconds. That matters because a short tow is not cheap. AAA says towing without membership typically costs about $50 to $125 for 5 miles or less, and another AAA source says a short 5-mile tow typically costs $75 to $150, with longer tows running several $100s. Here is the trick. Press the brake. Hold the Toyota emblem side of the fob right against the start button, then press the button. That tiny move can save a tow charge, a wasted afternoon, and a full-blown panic in a parking lot. But getting the engine started is only half the battle when your Toyota is locked and you cannot even get inside. Trick number 3. Hidden key. Trick that beats lockouts. A lot of Toyota owners think the key fob is the only key they have. It is not. Inside many Toyota smart keys, there is a real mechanical key hidden in the fob. Toyota support and owner's manuals explain that the mechanical key can be removed by using the release button or sliding lock knob, then used to lock or unlock the door manually when the electronic functions are not working. That matters more than people think. A weak fob battery, signal problem, or drained vehicle battery can leave the door unresponsive. That is when people panic and start thinking about locksmiths, roadside help, or even broken electronics. AAA member handbooks show lockout service coverage is often only up to $50 for Classic, $100 for Plus, and $150 for Premier, which tells you just how quickly a simple lockout can turn into a real bill if you are not covered. Here is the trick. Flip the fob over, find the small release, pull out the hidden metal key, then use it to unlock the driver's door the old-fashioned way. It feels almost too simple, but this tiny backup key can save a service call, a long wait in a car park, and that awful moment when your Toyota is right in front of you and still feels unreachable. But getting inside the car is only part of the story when most owners still do not know their fob can help them find the car in the first place. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Trick number 4. Car finder trick that ends parking lot panic. Walk through any crowded parking lot after dark, and you will see the same thing. Drivers pacing row after row, staring at every silver SUV, clicking the wrong remote and hoping headlights flash. Parking stress is real. One U.S. survey found that 48% of Americans say parking is stressful, and 27% said they spend at least 30 minutes looking for parking. That is exactly why this Toyota key fob trick matters. Most Toyota owners think the fob is only for locking and unlocking. It is not. Many Toyota key fobs include a panic button, and Toyota quick reference guides show that feature as part of the remote. In a packed car park, that button can become a locator tool because it triggers the alarm response and helps you spot the vehicle by sound and flashing lights. Toyota also promotes vehicle finding as a parking lot convenience through its connected services lineup, which shows that finding your vehicle is a real part of the Toyota ownership experience, not some made-up hack. Here is the trick. When you lose sight of the car, stop walking in circles. Hold the fob higher. Use the panic button briefly and watch for the lights and listen for the horn. It takes one press, and it can save 10 minutes of wandering, a lot of frustration, and that sinking feeling when every Toyota in the lot suddenly looks like yours. Trick number 5. Panic button. Trick most owners never test. Most Toyota owners carry a panic button every day and never once check if it actually works. That is a mistake. On many Toyota key fobs, the panic function is built in to help call attention to the vehicle in an emergency. Toyota quick reference guides show the panic button as a standard remote feature on many models, and Toyota's RS3200 security documentation says pressing the panic button activates the horn and flashing lights for 60 seconds unless it is canceled first. That matters more than people think. In a dark car park, outside a store, or when someone is getting too close to your vehicle, that one button can create noise fast. It does not cost a penny to use. It takes about 1 second to press and hold, and it can do something a quiet lock button never will. It draws attention immediately. Here is the trick. Do not wait for a real emergency to learn it. Take the fob out, find the panic symbol, press and hold it briefly. Learn the sound, learn the distance, learn how to cancel it. Most owners never test it until the worst possible moment. But once you know exactly how your Toyota responds, that little red button stops being decoration and starts becoming a real safety tool. And most drivers still do not realize their fob can do even more than make noise. Trick number 6. Unlock mode. Trick that fixes door frustration. This is one of those complaints heard in the workshop all the time. A customer presses unlock, the driver's door opens, and everyone else is left standing there yanking handles like the Toyota has a fault. Most of the time, it is not broken at all. It is just following the factory setting. On many Toyota models, one press of the unlock button opens only the driver's door, and the second press opens all doors. On some models, this setting can be changed, so one press unlocks everything instead. That matters more than people think. When you have children, shopping bags, or passengers waiting in the rain, that extra button press gets annoying very quickly. In the shop, people often blame the key fob battery or the door actuators when the system is actually working exactly as designed. So the first thing to do is simple. Test it properly. Press unlock once, then press it again. If all the doors open on the second press, the fob is doing its job. The real trick is learning your Toyota's setup before spending money chasing a problem that is not a problem at all. Trick number 7. Remote hatch. Trick that saves time. Load groceries into a Toyota long enough, and you start noticing the same frustration. Hands full, kids waiting, rain falling, and someone is still standing there hunting for the hatch handle. On many Toyota models with a power back door, the key fob already solves that problem. Toyota quick reference guides show that the rear hatch can be opened by pressing and holding the liftgate button on the fob. On some models, pressing and holding again can also close it. That means the hatch can start moving before you even reach the back of the vehicle. That saves more time than people think. Toyota also notes in some guides that if a door is not opened within 60 seconds after unlocking, the vehicle can relock itself. So standing there fumbling wastes time twice. Use the button before you walk up. One press and hold. The hatch starts opening. Simple, clean, and it makes the whole Toyota feel smarter. Trick number 8. Dead battery trick that still starts Toyota. A lot of Toyota owners hear key battery low and immediately think the car is about to strand them. That is not always true. On many push-button start Toyotas, there is a built-in emergency start method hiding in plain sight. Toyota support says that if the smart key battery is weak, you can hold the smart key next to the start button and depress it. Toyota owner materials for some models also explain that once the fob touches the button, you usually have about 5 seconds to press the switch with the brake pedal down. That matters because people waste money chasing the wrong problem. A customer once thought the whole car battery was dead and was already talking about a tow. The only thing dying was the coin battery inside the fob, which usually costs under $10 to $15 to replace. That is a tiny fix compared with a roadside bill. This trick takes seconds, costs nothing, and can turn a full-blown panic into one calm press of a button. Trick number 9. Extra control trick hidden inside your fob. Most Toyota owners think the key fob only locks, unlocks, and maybe opens the hatch. That is not always true. On many Toyota models equipped with Remote Connect or Factory Remote Start support, the fob can also start the engine from outside the vehicle. Toyota support explains the sequence clearly. Press lock once, press lock again within 1 second, then press lock a third time and hold it for 3 seconds. If the vehicle is set up for it, the engine starts without you even touching the door. That matters more than people think. On a hot day, it can get the AC going before you climb in. On a cold morning, it can start warming the cabin before your hands even touch the steering wheel. In the shop, plenty of owners are surprised when they find out the feature was sitting in their fob the whole time. It takes 3 button presses, just a few seconds, and 0 extra effort. That is what makes it such a good hidden feature. Your Toyota key fob may be doing a lot more than you ever gave it credit for, but even the smartest Toyota key fob trick has a limit. It can unlock doors, start the engine, vent heat, and save you from a lockout. What it cannot do is protect a car that is ignored. These 9 tricks only help if the owner actually knows them and uses them before trouble starts. And here is the part most people miss. There is one Toyota habit that matters even more than all these key fob features combined. Click the next video now, because if you are skipping that simple routine, you could be setting your Toyota up for bigger problems no key fob can fix. See you there.